Hello friends, this video on constructions part 2 is brought to you by examfear.com. No more fear from exam. Let's understand the uniqueness of a triangle. Now we'll start with construction of triangles. Before doing that, let's understand the uniqueness of the triangle's properties. A triangle will be unique if, this is something which you have already studied in the past, if the two sides and the included angle is given. For example, if I know these two sides, that this is the length of this side and this is the length of this side and this is the angle, with that I can form a unique triangle. I can't form two triangles with this data, I can form only one triangle. Similarly, if the three sides are given, we can form only one triangle with these three sides. If the two angles and the included sides are given, then for example this side is given and these two angles are given, then also I can form only one triangle with this. Okay. And in the right triangle, if the hypotenuse on one side is given, with that also I can form only one triangle. So this is the concept of uniqueness of a triangle. Triangle is unique if I get either two sides in an angle, I get three sides, I get two angles and one side, or if it is a right triangle, I get one hypotenuse and other side. Right? So this is the property. So with this concept, we'll try to construct various triangles. So let's try to construct a triangle whose base is given, and the base angle is given, and sum of other two sides are given. Okay. So the base is of fixed length. So first let's draw the base, and the base angle is given. So let's draw a triangle with that, or let's draw an angle with that. Let's draw a line with that angle because this length angle is given, right? And now sum of the other two sides are given. So this is something like this. So we have BC given and we have AB plus AC given. It has some value. It is given. BC is given some value and angle ABC is given. Three things are given. So we drew AC, BC, then we drew angle, and then we have AB plus AC given. So what we'll do is whatever AB plus BC length is given, we will actually take that length in the compass and then putting the fixed side at point B will draw an arc. So this length is nothing but AB plus BC here. Okay. Now, once this is done, we'll mark this point as D and we'll join this C and D. So we have got this. So this is AB plus BC and this is BC. Somewhere we have to find a point here A, such that AB plus BC is equal to A. That is, we have to find a point somewhere A here such that AD is equal to AC. Right? There are various ways of doing it. One way is if you can form a triangle ADC here such that we can just form a triangle ADC such that these two sides length are equal. To do that, you have to first measure this, then you have to create an angle of the same measurement. That means, so in that case, these two lengths will be equal. That is one option. Okay, so let's do that. So what we have done is the same angle we have, using the same angle we have drawn this. Now since the angles are same, AC is equal to AD. Correct. And now this whole length, if you see, was AB plus BC, right? So AB plus AD is nothing but AB plus AC. So with this, since this is equal to this, right? I can say that this is the triangle I am looking for. The side BC was given, this angle is given, and this plus this is actually equal to AD because this is common and this is equal to this. You can say that BA plus AC is equal to BA plus AD is equal to BD. And that's what we have drawn. So whatever sum of the length was given, we have drawn that as BD. That is the explanation of this. Correct? So what we did was we drew first BC, then with the angle given, we drew this line BD, and then with AB plus AC sum, we have cut this arc at point D. We have joined this. Once we have joined this, then we, using this same angle, we have drawn AC. Right? So with this, these two sides are equal. That is one way. Okay. The alternate way is, we can again same thing, same question, similar question. We have base given. So we have BCA. This side is given, this angle is given, and AB plus AC is given. So what we can do is with BC as the base and then this angle that is given to us, we'll draw a line, and then with AB plus AC length, whatever is given, we'll cut an arc with B as the point. So now let this cut at point D, and then we'll join this. Now again same thing, we have to draw a line such that line we have to draw a point A somewhere so that AC and AD are equal. So instead of taking this angle and drawing angle, what we can do is we can draw a perpendicular bisector, right, of CD. So we'll draw a perpendicular bisector of CD, right. So once we draw a perpendicular bisector of CD, and let's join these 2 points, and these 2 points will join at a point here, and let's call this as A. Okay, let's call this as A. So what we have done here, so this is a perpendicular bisector. Since this is a perpendicular bisector, these 2 triangles will be congruent. That is AD, let me call this M. ADM and AMC will be congruent. Since these triangles are congruent, AD will be equal to AC. So that is another way of doing it. Almost same. Instead of finding the angle of this and then drawing the same angle here, we have drawn a perpendicular bisector of DC. That is easy to draw, right? Once we draw a perpendicular bisector of DC, this will hit at this point A, and you can just add this point to C. So ABC is your required triangle. Okay. The next example is where the base is given, the base angle is given, and the difference of these 2 sides are given. So there are 2 options. In one case, AB is greater than AC. See, BC is given in both cases, and this angle is given. Correct. Now, 2 options. One case AB is greater than AC. Second case is AB is less than AC. So we have to handle these 2 cases separately because the construction will differ. So let's take the first case where AB is greater than AC. Okay. So now here also, since the BC length is given, so let's draw the BC length that is given. This angle is also given. So let's draw a line with this angle. Now the difference is given here, right? That is AB minus AC is given. We'll draw some examples with the real values to understand the concept also. Okay. So AB minus AC is given. So what we can do is we can draw this point AB minus AC, we can join it. What we have done is this line, this point is AB minus. So here BD is nothing but AB minus AC is given. So we have drawn the point D first, and then we have joined it. Now what we have to do is, this BD is AB minus AC. So somewhere we have to get the value of A here, such that AD is equal to AC. Then in that case, if you see, this whole thing somewhere BA minus AC will be what? BA minus AD, because AC will be equal to AD. So we have to now draw AD is equal to AC. Correct? Somewhere we have to draw like this. So if we have somewhere A here, so BA minus AC will be what? BA minus AD. And BA minus AD is what? If A is here, BA minus AD will be what? BD for any point A here. And that is given, right? BD, that's what we have taken. So let's try to do that. To do that, what we can do is, we can with C as a center, we'll draw an arc here, and we'll just draw a perpendicular bisector of this DC. So once we draw a perpendicular bisector of DC, what we get is this one. And now, this is the point. This is the point. Why? Because if you join this, since this whole thing, let me call it A actually, and just call it let this be P and Q. So since APQ is perpendicular bisector of CD, I can say that AD will be equal to AC. Why? Because these 2 triangles A, D and this BM, ADM and ACM will be congruent actually. So we can do that, we can try that. Perpendicular bisector, so they will be congruent. That is what we wanted. We wanted to find a point A such that AD is equal to AC, and we found that. Correct? Now if you see, logically if you see AB minus AD is nothing but AB minus AC. And that value is given, AB minus AC. And that is BD. And that is what we have plotted. Okay. So let's take the other case where AC was greater than AB. So we have BC given and this angle is given. So first, since BC is given, let's draw BC, and since this angle is given, let's draw this angle. Now, what is given is AC minus AB. So now what we can do is we can take a point D here this time. We can take a point D here and we can join it. So where BD is equal to AB AC minus AB. Correct? So now we have to find a point A. We have to find a point A such that AC minus AB, that is AC minus AB has to be equal to BD. That is, somehow AC is equal to AD. So we have to find A such that AC is equal to AD. Correct? So you find somehow A such that AC is equal to AD. Okay, then we can say that AD minus BD. So suppose we have got a point here, somewhere here. Okay, or let's first do that. So you have to find a point A such that AC is equal to AD. So AC has to be equal to AD. So let's draw a bisector for a perpendicular bisector for DC. So with D and C as center, we'll draw an arc like this on both sides. D and C in center, we'll join this line. And now if we take this point as A and we join this, so if you see, this is A. Okay, this point is A. Now if you see here, since this is on the perpendicular bisector of DC, AD is equal to AC. Why? Because this point we got from perpendicular bisector of DC. Correct? So AD is equal to AC. If AD is equal to AC, AD minus, or what is given is AC minus AB, right? AC minus AB is equal to what? AC is equal to AD, AD minus AB. And AD minus AB is what? BD. And that is true. That is what we have taken. Correct? So we first draw BC and draw this angle, and let's take this BD length given. Draw DC. Now we have to draw a point A such that AD is equal to AC. To do that, with the DC as a base, what we'll do? We'll do a perpendicular bisector of DC. Once we do that, it will meet this point A. And thus AC is equal to AD. Since AC is equal to AD, we can say that AC minus AB is nothing but AD. Okay. Thank you. Visit our website examfear.com to watch more and more quality education videos. You can also attempt free online tests that are there in our website. You can also get access to tons of free study materials, and you can also find free tutors and mentors in this website. Thanks a lot for watching.